Hey, it's Tony talking CarBiz. In today's vehicle video, we've got the 2022 Toyota Prius XLE Nightshade Edition. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and dive inside and show you all the great interior features. Let's get started. So let's get started here on the driver's door, talk about some of the features here. So this door is all black and kind of a charcoal gray. A lot going on here with the fabrics and the padded armrest. We've got a chrome door handle, gloss black trim in the interior, auto up and down on all four windows, including a backlit driver's window, power door locks, power mirror controls are right here. We've got a speaker here, bottle holder, a pocket, and then a puddle light down there. Sorry about that. A puddle light that helps light it up at night so you don't step in a puddle. Take a look inside on the driver's seat. So these are a bucket seat, and they're going to be a SofTex fabric seat. Very comfortable seat. I had a Prius, just sold it recently, and I really thought the seats were comfortable. A height adjustable headrest, height adjustable seat belts on here, side impact airbags, power driver's seat with a power lumbar support. That's a two-way power lumbar support. Passenger seat is not power. Turning our attention up to the dashboard instrument cluster. So there's four of these vents across the front that actually reads Prius right on there. Little attention to detail. Down here, dimmer switch for your dash lights, parking assist, traction control on and off, automatic high beams on and off, gas door releases here, hood releases here, dead pedal, parking brake, and your accelerator right where you'd expect them. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel right down there. Kind of a vice style. The door openings on here are quite large, easy to get inside. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. Behind the wheel of the Prius, people are continually impressed, as I am, by the amount of room in the front seat and in the back seat. Headroom is great. I've got my camera basically up against my nose to give you an idea on how much room there is up here. The seat's all the way back. I wanted to show you the leg room down here as well. So a 6-footer is not going to have a problem sitting inside a Prius. Even with people behind his or her driver's seat, it's going to be just fine. So leather wrap steering wheel. We've got electric steering, controls for the sound system here, Bluetooth connectivity and voice activation for your smartphone. Of course, a driver's side airbag, gloss trim here, just like what we saw over on the door panel. We've got controls for our information center, heated steering wheel controls, lane departure, and dynamic radar cruise control settings. And the cruise control's right down here. I mentioned earlier this is a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. So it's all black inside and gray. I'm going to go ahead and start it up because it is getting warm in here all of a sudden. So we've got the smart keyless entry system right here. If you've never been in a Prius, it's push button start. So you just put your foot on the brake, push in the button, and here's where your gauge cluster comes alive. So it's unusual if you've never been in a Prius. Usually most cars, the speedometer's like right here. It's more center. It's not a problem. Super easy to read, bright, and there's a ton of information up there. I mentioned earlier there's an information center, and you can control that right here. So if I go up here, and I'm just going to see if I can toggle through a couple of these screens so you can kind of see what's going on. So there's your heating and air conditioning, lane departures, speedometers over here, and a bunch of warning lights over here as well. This one does have parking assist, as I mentioned, also blind spot monitoring, and so all of those lights are indicator lights up there. Take a look at the center stack here. It's really easy to see, all gloss black trim. Here's some more of those vents that read Prius on. Here's your 4-ways. As far as the sound system goes, this is your standard sound system. So not the JBL audio system, but really very good. For most people, it's going to be just fine. We've got a couple features here I want to point out. We've got a menu with a small app suite on here. We've got Bluetooth connectivity. From the audio perspective, AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio, platinum subscription for the first 3 months, no charge, and then you'd pay extra after that. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Alexa compatible. This does not have navigation in it as standard. It is an app that you can use with your smartphone, but I wanted to go back home because I want to show you that we've got a battery monitoring system here as well. So right now the electric engine's not on. It's running off a battery. You can see the battery's about a third full there, but really easy to read from the driver's perspective, and bright. Down further, we've got our automatic temperature control. So on the XLE edition, it's driver's side controls and temperatures only right here. Front window defrost, rear window defrost, which also gets the ice and snow off of your outside mirrors. So that's going to be standard on here, the heated outside mirrors. We do have an eco and a heating mode as well. We also have on and off heating mode for the passenger side. So if you've got nobody over here, we can set it up so it doesn't try to heat or cool this area, and that will save a few watts of power. And you can see now with the monitoring system, the engine kicked in, and you can see it's actually telling me that the engine is actually charging the battery right now. So the battery on this one is not super low. A drive across town and it would be fully charged pretty quickly. Down here is our automatic transmission selector. It is blue, similar to the hybrid blue. Parking brake is here. We've got our drive mode, so we've got a normal, an eco, and a power mode. I'll show you up on the gauge cluster what that looks like. So I'm going to go into normal. So if you can see right there in the middle, it says normal. If I tap it again, everything goes red, and that's going to be your power mode. And then if I tap it again, everything kind of goes a pale shade of blue. So there is a visual indicator up here to see what mode your car is actually in. We have EV mode as well. That's this button right here. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that. EV mode is not for driving the car at the normal speed. It's for slow speed. So if you live in a parking garage, or maybe you pull into your garage at night and you want to finish a podcast, hit the EV mode and it will prevent the gas engine from turning on and run exclusively off the electric motors, or electric battery, I should say. Further down here, we've got, let's see if I can throw some light on there. So we've got wireless charging. So just drop your phone on there, away you go. Make sure, of course, you turn it on here. So that's kind of nice. And then as we slide back, we've got our heated seat controls for the front driver, front passenger, to temperature. We've got cup holders here. You can see this is all gloss black trim. And then under here, we've got 2 additional power opportunities. So 12 volt and a traditional USB port. So you've got wireless charging, USB, and 12 volt charging up front without having to open up any doors or drawers. But here's your armrest, and then underneath here there's a odds and ends tray and a nice bit of storage. There's no charging opportunities inside of here, but there are 2 in the back seat. I'll show you that when we get there. But it's a nice deep storage compartment. It does not lock, and it is padded, big enough for 2 skinny arms like mine, I guess. Take a look over here. We've got passenger assist grip. We've got lighted vanity mirrors. We've got visor extensions for both front driver, front passenger. A little bit of a styling cue down here. This, you really can't set anything down there. I think it would slide right off, but interesting styling cue on the Prius. Our glove box is going to be down here, and that's all your owner's books. It does not have a lock on it, so it's not a safe place to put stuff, but it is a place to stow your stuff out of the way. Take a look back up top here. We've got reading lights. We've got Safety Connect. That's if you need roadside assistance, push the button, Toyota will get some help for you. You've got a place here to hang your or put your sunglasses, and then the rear view mirror does have garage door openers, home link, and also it's an automatic dimming rear view mirror. So the inside of the XLE with the Nightshade package really does have a lot of great features. You don't have a sunroof, and you don't have navigation, and the power seat, no power seat on this side. But other than that, it's pretty loaded up. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat and check it out. At the front seat, while sitting back here, and you can see there is a lot of space in a Prius. It's really surprising, the amount of headroom. As I mentioned, this one does not have a sunroof. In the back seat, we've got 2 2.1 amp charging opportunities right here. We've got pockets on the backs of both seats. Love that. I've got this seat all the way back, and I want to show you the legroom behind the driver's seat. And you can see there 3 to 4 inches of legroom, no problem for an adult to sit right behind the driver, even if the seat's all the way back. We've got an overhead light right here, passenger assist grips, coat hooks back here. Same features we saw on the front driver's door. There is a folding armrest with cup holders here, bottle holders down there in the door as well. There's room back here for 3 adults, 2 adults and a child for a longer ride. There's also child safety connectors down here for your child safety seats. These seats also fold down. In fact, you can drop this seat down while sitting in this seat. All you have to do is grab the handle right here, and there you go. It drops down. Notice I didn't have to take out the headrest either. Here's your tethers for your child safety seat. This is all felt lined, and then there are side airbags up here as well. From here I can see into the trunk, but we're going to go back in the trunk and take a closer look. So no problem putting adults back here. They'll be just fine, perfectly comfortable. Let's jump in the trunk. So diving into the trunk, this is a hatchback, so it opens up really wide and high. Be careful when you open it in a garage. If you have a low garage ceiling, you might tap the top of the garage. It is not a power hatch, and it's not height adjustable, but it is really light. It might be a stretch for a 5-footer to be able to get their hand up here, but it's not heavy. But again, no power lift on the trunk. Now the XLE trim, which this is with the Nightshade package, does come with the cargo cover, retractable like so. This is also removable, so you can just grab it, spring loaded, pull it out, and get rid of it if you don't need it or don't want it or don't want to use it. Throw it in your garage or just lay it in the car. Tie down hooks at all 4 corners. Cargo light back here. There's a little grocery bag hook here. Also, there's one on the other side over here. And then you do have a temporary spare tire that's going to be down underneath. So all of this is high density foam. That's all of your, I'm sorry, I said temporary spare tire, I lied. Well, I didn't really lie, I made a mistake. Jack is here, and then this does have the fix-a-flat system. But remember, if you do get a flat tire, you can call Toyota's roadside assistance, so you may not even need to use that. And then when you drop this down, notice how flat the trunk is here. And I think it's wide enough for a set of golf clubs. Depends on how long your driver is. I guess you can pull the driver out and slide it up, but a lot of room in here, especially with the 60/40 fold down seats. It's striking just how much room is in the back of a Prius. So that's the interior overview on this brand new 2022 Toyota Prius Nightshade edition. What a cool looking car, and of course the quality is second to none. Hey, if you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. And then look for a link at the end of this video for the exterior overview. Thanks for watching.